Right, let's go, and we've got Jamie McDonald there, and he is the man who he's in. Where are you, Jamie? Vancouver, excellent. So, have you done it? Is it all over?
It's over, Eamon. It's
Brilliant.
all over.
And how are you? How are you feeling? How are your feet?
Feet are kind of a little bit off key, but I've done it, and that's all that matters. I cried like a little baby.
Brilliant, brilliant. Jamie, for anybody who hasn't followed your journey or don't know what we're both talking about here, tell them what the feat was.
So I ran over 200 marathons across Canada in less than 300 days without a support crew. It was absolute hell. I was fundraising for children's hospitals.
And your hair's grown, we see, in that time. You obviously hadn't had time to stop off at the barbers.
I had a shave just for you, though, Eamon.
Absolutely brilliant. Now, you had a few wee hiccups on the way. You know, you had that wee bit of business where you were robbed and whatever, but everything turned out okay.
Yeah, you know, like, it was a battle. I ended up running in kind of minus 40 temperatures. I got frostbite, and then on New Year's Eve, I got beat up and mugged, but luckily I got everything back, just not my money, which, you know, that's replaceable.
Yeah, I know you ran as the Flash, but you could have been the Hulk at times, because we're going to see you getting a little bit angry here, and, you know, you wouldn't like you when you're angry. Have a look at this.
I've seen that sign before. I've gone the wrong way. How have I done it? Ah! I've woke up this morning and I've gone east instead of west.
And that's why you should have had a support team, I suppose. We can feel your frustration there, because the pain and the agony and the physical exhaustion, the mental exhaustion, and then when something like that happens, ooh, you know, it hurts, doesn't it?
What worse is that there was no road to go down that was wrong. I was on one road. I just decided to go the other way instead of continuing on west. It's probably why it hurt so bad.
Well, you know, that was a low, understandably. Lots of highs as well. Have a look at this one.
I think this is it. It's the summit. Who's the daddy? Who's the daddy? Who is the daddy? I'll tell you who the daddy is. I'm the daddy. I am the daddy. I just got salt in my mouth.
Jamie, will there be Jamie McDonald the movie? We've got to see it after this. The daddy, the reason was that was you at the top of the Rockies, as I understand it.
That was my final hurdle. It was actually the Coquihalla, nicknamed the highway through hell. I was running through in a snowstorm. You know, I thought I was going to die. But even worse, I got a bucket load of salt and snow.
And there's a picture that we're seeing here, and people are thinking, what's this claw in this water here for? Your hand looks quite distorted there. And if I've understood this correctly, this is the Pacific Ocean, and this is representing you completing that 5,000-mile run a year on, the equivalent of 200 marathons in 275 days, and then you touch the water, yeah? You put your hand into the Pacific. How did that feel?
You know, I just couldn't stop crying. I've been through so much for so long. Every single day I was running a marathon in agony, you know, and I finally found something, you know, Eamon, that kind of makes a difference to other people's lives. And so I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop, even though I wanted to, every single day. And I made it, and I dreamt about that moment of putting my hand in the Pacific Ocean. and I've done it. It was the best moment of my life.
Well, you've done it not just for your life, but for lots and lots of children's lives, and you chose children's charities. Tell people why you chose children's charities and how much you raised.
You know, I spent the first 9 years of my life most of the time in hospital. I've got a condition called syringomyelia, so symptoms as a kid, sometimes I wouldn't be able to move my legs. I had an immune deficiency. The list goes on. And if it wasn't for the children's hospitals that helped me out as a kid, I might not be here. So this was my way of giving back to the UK hospitals, the Pied Piper, Peel and Gosh, but also out in Canada. So far, I've raised about £120,000.
And you're still looking for donations and money, and people can get you on your website and your Twitter page and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, if people go to www.jamiemcdonald.org, that's where you can donate. And you can also follow the journey on Twitter at Mr. Jamie McDonald. It's still not quite over. I'm going to do a little fun run on the island and probably drink a beer every single mile.
Well, no one deserves it more than you, my friend. Could I just ask you, when are you coming home? Gloucester's home, yeah?
It is, yeah. I'm going to be home on the 11th of February. So it looks like Gloucester are doing a bit of a welcome home party with the Gloucester Cathedral, and the Gloucester rugby players are going to be getting involved. So it's probably going to be a load more man tears all over again.
Well, Gloucester, I'm sure, are very, very proud of you. #1 son at the moment. Just do us a favour, maybe just take an aeroplane home like normal people. You know, you don't have to do anything extraordinary. Just jump on a plane, come home. See you the 13th of February, day before Valentine's Day. He is Jamie McDonald. Very good meeting you, Jamie. Huge success. Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Than't you.
What a guy.
Jamie McDonald, the movie. Hey, John.
Incredible, isn't it? Absolutely
He's
incredible.
so upbeat as well. He's so
Throughout
good.
all of that.
Very, very special.
Amazing man, isn't
Amazing
it? Just the endurance, but the heart as well.
The heart as well, John.
Really gravitated towards
You're right
him, didn't
there.
you?